What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video I got you a little video about mono specific characters you guys should be keeping an eye out for, and also if you have those characters already, consider building them up and stuff like that, right? So the way it's gonna work is I have must-have characters. We got top tier, we got skip, right? So very self-explanatory right here. Must-haves are characters you definitely gonna need to complete a mono team, guys, okay? And to make the mono team function at like the base level as possible, okay? And we got top tier. These are like characters that are similar to must-haves, but you will be fine if you skip them because there's other pretty good alternatives for those characters, okay? And we are skip meaning just skip, right? So obviously. And also the rate up banner must build units right here. So if you have these characters, definitely consider building them up early so you guys can prepare yourself when we get all the stuff from JP on global, okay? And I also have the standard and free banner must build units, okay? And this includes of course standard banners and also the free characters you could get from exchange shop. So this includes all the cursed spirit, the disaster curses spirits, right? Characters, right? So yeah, and this is basically all the characters I consider are pretty good, and you're probably gonna find a use for any of these characters that are on here, okay? These guys not that much, okay? That's why I didn't put them on the list. These guys you definitely won't be using them that much or ever, guys, okay? But these guys you could definitely find a use for them at any point, okay? And of course their level of importance gonna be a lot lower, but you could definitely find a use for all these characters that are up here, but not that much for these characters, okay? You guys might argue to say like Gojo or Todo or this Todo, they are pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? Or this Nanam even, and Mahito too, right? But the thing with Mahito, for example, right? You won't be using Mahito after floor 68, 65 and up, guys, because he just does not do enough damage to do those stages, okay? Those bosses got crazy amount of HP, and yeah, Mahito will not cut it, bro. And Nanami's same thing. There are so many other great options for a green DPS that you will not be using this guy anywhere, guys. And same with Miguel, right? There's I think a stage 74 or something where you might find a use for him because he removes buffs, and the boss on that stage does have a lot of buffs and stuff, so he could come in clutch when it comes to that, but that's very niche, right? That's very niche use, guys, so that's why I put him here. And Nanami, I mean, nobody uses this guy, guys. And Gojo, yeah, his use definitely went down, bro. Like nobody uses him in JP, guys, because there's a lot more better characters to use for blue, and his like 7-turn thing just would not work, okay? And the newer contents, okay? He freaking sucks. You could still use them for sweep. He could come, you could put him in the back and he could do extra damage to kill the boss, but again, you could use somebody else instead, okay? So there's options for Gojo right here. Toto's actually pretty decent. He could work for a couple of like physical stages that require like a physical technique characters. He could work with like Blue Yuji, where is he? Blue Yuji and stuff like that, but again, very niche use as well, okay? It's better to use the SR Panda than use this guy, okay? You could definitely use SR Panda. SR Panda is actually a pretty good character, guys, okay? Yeah, you could use this guy in like floor 75 and stuff like that, bro. He works, bro. And of course, Maki, like the worst character in the game, guys. This guy's also kind of terrible. And Todo, he does have a cool thing with like the best friend buffs and stuff, and he gives you like crit buffs, and he also counters and stuff. But again, you will not find much use for this guy, guys. There's again a lot more options for raid than to use this guy, okay? He could work for a physical stages, but you have raid UG, guys. He would do that just fine, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much why I have these guys down here, okay? But these guys, you could definitely find a use for them. And of course, as you guys can see, we also have some A-star characters that you should consider building up because they are actually pretty good, okay? And yeah, but when it comes to the must-have, top tier, and skip tier right here, that's mainly focusing on all the characters that we do not have on global. So this is going to be a list of which character you guys should look forward to summoning when we get them on global, and which you should skip basically. The must-haves are very limited, guys. There's only like 2 characters that I would consider must-have characters, okay? And you guys probably can guess, right? But yeah, let's get to it, guys. First, I want to finish this right here, the standard and rate up characters. So the first one for blue specifically, if you have this character, definitely must build, okay? So rate up banner characters, definitely Sukuna gonna go up here. Of course, if you have this guy, I don't know what you're doing here, you have to build him. He's a must build character, okay? Same with Toge right here, of course, an amazing blue support characters. Same with this guy, of course, another amazing debuff character for blue mono team, okay? These 3, they make great blue mono team, guys, okay? And I'm also gonna put Miwa here. Miwa is actually pretty good. What she does basically is she have a thing where she basically helps you helps your team survive by basically aggroing, drawing the enemy's attack toward her and basically countering their attacks, and that way you could avoid you could avoid losing your teammates, okay? Because all that are gonna be focused on her, and she could just counter. She will not take damage unless it's AoE or it's a long range attack. She will not take damage, but she will counter, and you could definitely use her in those kind of stages. So that's why I have her here, okay? So if you have her, definitely consider building her up, okay? Oh, actually, she should go up here because she's on standard banner, right? So yeah, Miwa definitely gonna go on the standard banner right here, okay? Another one gonna go up here, of course, Jogo. He's also a free character you could get, and definitely consider building him, because once he gets his SP buff, he actually becomes a really strong character, okay? And yeah, definitely keep an eye out for this guy, guys, because when he gets buffed, he's pretty good. But of course, if you have any other like alternative blue DPS like Sukuna, or you know what I'm saying, this Maki, or even, right? If you have those guys, you'll be fine skipping building him, but he's actually kind of good to build, okay? Of course, I have Momo. She's also standard banner, so I'll put her here. I'm also gonna put Megami here. Definitely consider building Megami as well, because Megami, the thing with Megami is once he gets his SP buff, he actually becomes a really good support character for blue units, okay? But I feel like, you know what, I'll put Megami down here because I feel like blue just got a lot of support, so you will not be using this guy that much, guys. So I mean, you have Momo, you have Geto, you have Toge. Like for mono blue team, you guys are chilling, so I'll put him here actually. But he's actually a decent support character, but again, there's other options for that, so he's gonna go down here actually, no mind. Another one definitely consider building is, of course, this Yuji, because this Yuji is actually the best options for physical technique stages for tower, guys. If you guys do not have Maki or Ino and stuff like that, he's definitely the best choice for physical technique tower stages, okay? So definitely consider building him up if you have him, okay? Because on physical technique requirement stages, Sukuna, like Jogo, they will not be doing 0 damage, okay? They will be doing 0 damage. They will be tickling the bosses and they will hit like a weight noodle, okay? So you have to use a physical technique character, and he's a physical technique character. So for blue, mono blue, definitely consider building him if you have him, okay? Next one, I will say, let's go to green. He's also standard banner. You all know, right? He gets added on the standard banner on the 1.5 anniversary, so I'll include him here. But yeah, definitely must build character if you have this guy, okay? He's an amazing debuffer for green mono team, and you guys definitely gonna get a great amount of use out of him, okay? He's an amazing character. Another one I am gonna put is Megami right here. This Megami is an amazing character for follow-up and also to basically debuff the bosses to take more damage from mono green elements, and he's an amazing character, guys. but not for tower. In tower, he's not that crazy, but in sweep, guys, his follow-up attack actually is amazing, guys. Yeah, with his follow-up attack, you could clear a lot faster. So definitely consider building him if you guys got lucky and pulled him, okay? So if you have him, definitely consider building him. Another one I'm gonna put up here is UG, guys, and this guy, he actually becomes one of the best DPS monsters, guys. Once he gets his SP buff, this guy can clear all the way to floor 80, guys. Any green stages, he can do it, guys. Okay, so green UG is definitely should be your #1 priority if you want extra DPS for green mono green team. Okay, he's an amazing character. Once he gets his SP potential, okay, he's an amazing character. Okay, so definitely consider building him. And it's crazy how this guy, he aged like fine wine, bro. This guy is crazy, man. But yeah, he becomes a really strong character, guys. And he's black flash landing rates is pretty high. You could self buff yourself to do more black flashes and stuff. Yeah, he's just crazy DPS monster. So definitely build him if you have him. Okay, I think all of you should have him. Oh yeah, Megami should go up here actually. He's not on a standard banner, so if you pulled him from a retail banner, definitely build him. Okay, yeah, I thought he was added on the standard banner. He's not, so he's gonna go up here. Okay, next one, definitely Saki is another character you should definitely consider building, because she actually becomes a stable for green mono team in like higher tower stages, because her capability to tank and to like to absorb damages and basically just sustain your team is insane, bro. Once she got the HP potential, it's just amazing, man. All you do with her is you basically spam the second skill and you taunt the enemy attack and you get hit. She won't die easily. She won't survive through it, and her ultimate also does pretty good damage. And on top of that, the more she gets hit, the more damage she does, because whenever she gets hit, it gives her a damage boost, and with her ultimate you could do a pretty good amount of damage. So yeah, for green mono team, definitely one of the best substitute. Okay, she's an amazing tank for a mono green team in tower specifically. Okay, you do not need her for like for a sweep, but in tower she's definitely very useful. Okay, so if you have her, definitely build her. Of course, Maki also is pretty good for physical towers, but again, like you have UG, so I feel like Maki, I think you'll be fine without Maki, because if you have I'll put Maki here actually, because if you have green UG, like you guys do not need another physical DPS. But if you need extra DPS for physical and you are more comfortable using 2 physical technique characters, then yeah, definitely consider building her if you have her. Okay, because she's actually a really strong high DPS character for physical techniques. So yeah, you could definitely use her. You could use her in tandem with UG, and you're gonna clear faster basically, right? So if you guys want another physical DPS in one team, then yeah, you guys can use them together. But if you guys should be fine with just using UG, but I'll just put her here. Okay, she's pretty good. Next one, of course, I mean the obvious one, of course, definitely build him. He's an amazing character. Even in sweep, guys, all you have to do is you put him in the back and he comes in and he's just gonna nuke the field and clear the stage. So yeah, Gojo definitely still have a use in sweep, not that much on tower, because again, he lives after ulting and he also lives after 7 turns. So yeah, but if you guys want to nuke with him, do as much damage as possible before he leaves, so your other characters like Yuji can finish the boss, then you could definitely use him like that. Okay, so he's pretty good. He's still pretty good, so I'll put him here actually. Another one I might actually, Nobara, not that much. She's not needed, bro, so I'll put her here actually, but she's actually pretty good. If you have the right setup for her, she could do crazy amount of damage, but again, her setup just takes too long and she needs too much setup. Okay, that's why I do not like using this chick, green Nobara, so I'll put her here. And if you guys have her, definitely you guys will be fine without building this character. Okay, she's not that necessary, so I don't know why I put her here. She's definitely not needed, bro. Next, we are gonna go into the yellow team. As you guys can see, I'm purposely leaving the newer characters that we don't have on global up here, because they're gonna go on this list. Okay, But these are all the standard banner characters, okay, we have that you guys should be considering building. I know it's a lot of work, and you guys gonna be grinding quite a bit, but again, it's definitely worth it. Trust me, bro. You guys gonna definitely be using these characters in stages, guys, in tower stages, okay. Now, when it comes to yellow, definitely Yaga, definitely top tier character. He is one of the best characters to build for mono team, especially guys. For yellow mono team, he is insane debuff, guys. You combine his debuff and support capability with Choco and even Megami, and yeah, your Yuji or Tinjo and stuff like that, they gonna do crazy amount of damage, guys. So if you have Yaga, definitely 100% must build character, okay. And of course, he gets added in the standard banner on 1.5 anniversary, so that's why I have him on the standard banner right here, okay. Next, Megami, obviously, you know, I don't need to say much. He's an insane character, so definitely build him. I think a lot of you already built him by now, so yeah, there you go. Again, Yuki, he's not standard banner, but if you have him, I would consider building him because he's, again, for mono team. Since this list is mainly focusing on mono team, he's definitely an amazing choice for a mono team. But again, you do have like the SR, the R version, which is actually better, which is crazy. So if you have this guy built, then you guys probably do not need to build him. But again, if you guys don't want to use this version of Kaito, then yeah, definitely consider building him. But is he a must build? Probably not. I don't think he shouldn't be here actually, but you know, I'll leave him here, it's fine. But yeah, he's a pretty decent character to consider building. He basically does similar thing as the R Kaito. He gives you curse energy, and he gives you like damage boost and stuff on his ultimate, and he could also stun. That's a plus, which this one cannot stun. But again, if you have this version, which a lot of you have already been using, you guys definitely do not need to build him, but he's definitely worth building if you guys want to put a resource into him. He's pretty good actually. Next up, and of course on top of that, of course this R version is a lot squishier because the status difference between SSR character and R character is pretty big different. So if you want your Yuki to survive a lot more, and definitely consider building the SSR version of him, but R version would be fine. But yeah, another character I would consider building Nobara. Yeah, Nobara. If you ever, definitely build her, guys. She also gets SP potential, and she actually becomes a pretty decent sub DPS character. So if you guys need the extra damage to push you through like content, she's definitely a pretty good character to build, guys. And yeah, I will actually leave her here. She's pretty good, guys. And of course, if you have Tinjo, I don't know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying. He gets added in the standard, so he's definitely must build character if you have him, right? I don't need to say much. He's an amazing DPS character. Of course, Zone Yuji also goes up here. He's a bit better than Tinjo because you can use him with Gojo, right? Domain Gojo, which is a big difference, guys. Okay, but you can't use this one. So Domain Gojo, as you all know, gives insane amount of damage boost. If you use any character with him, he basically makes any character broken. So the fact that you can use Zone Yuji with him makes him right away like a better character, okay? But again, Tinjo is still an amazing character. In most tower stages, like above like floor 70 and stuff, you are most likely going to be using both of them because you're going to need that kind of damage, okay? You guys are going to be using both of these guys, okay? So you guys definitely need to have a high investment in these characters because yeah, for yellow team, these are the only like amazing DPSs in yellow team, of course, besides Nobara. But Nobara is more like a sub DPS, so yeah, definitely build these two. Of course, you all know Zone Yuji is absolutely broken. Like I don't need to say much. This guy does crazy amount of damage with his, and when he lands Black Flash, he also does even more damage, and yeah, he's just like a broken character. But yeah, these two definitely gonna go up here. Next one I'll consider building is Nanami. Nanami is actually a pretty good character as well. You could definitely use him in the back, and he could come in and clean up some towers floors if you are struggling, and his damage is pretty good. And he also does damage, like he does damage, well, he does same amount of damage to each typing because he doesn't really care about type advantage and disadvantage. He could just ignore it, so that's why I put him here. He's actually a pretty good character, so if you have him, definitely build him up, guys. He's an amazing character. Okay, I'm actually considering I'm considering dropping Nobara. Like, I mean, she's good, but like, is she worth dumping your resources onto her? Probably not. You know, I'll put her here. Yeah, Nobara, you guys will be fine without building her, guys. Yeah, definitely gonna. Yeah, when you see like all these characters, you got Zon Yuji, you got Tinjo, you got Nanami right here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You do not need any other DPS. Of course, if you, somehow you don't have any of these characters, then yeah, Nobara is your other best options for DPS, guys. But I don't think that's even possible not to have any of these characters, right? He's on standard banner on 1.5 anniversary, so of course Global gonna get that as well. So you could easily pull Tinjo, guys, and yeah. But if you guys have these characters, like, you guys definitely do not need Nobara, so I'll put her here. Only if you guys don't have these characters, okay, like Tinjo, Nanami, or Zon Yuji right here. Okay, now let's go to raid. Actually, no, right, we're still on yellow. Yeah, Junpei, another character definitely worth building for yellow team, guys. He does similar thing as Miwa, where he basically can save your team by basically aggroing the enemy's attack toward himself, and he can give himself damage immunity. So whenever they attack him, he is not going to take damage, but he will keep protecting your team, guys. And yeah, that's an amazing utility character, and you definitely consider building him if you have him, guys, especially once he gets his SP potential and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, all of these characters, they become a lot better with SP potential. So yeah, definitely worth building a Junpei right here, of course. And now we are red. I mean, this obviously, of course, I don't need to say much about this guy. He's absolutely broken. Mai is another character, definitely worth building, guys. She's an amazing character to build, and you guys can use her in sweep and tower as always. You know what I'm saying? Most of these characters are revolving around sweep and tower because those are very difficult contents. Sweep not as much as tower, but still, she's an amazing character. Her follow-up damage is pretty good. She also have debuffs, and she also extends enemies turn meter, so they will not go before you and stuff like that. So she's an amazing character, and yeah, she could delay their action, which is a very unique passive only to her, guys. That's very unique. There's no other character that does that, and yeah, she's an amazing character, guys. So definitely, if you manage to pull her from the raid tab banner, definitely build her, guys. She's an amazing character. Another raid character, of course, Toji. He gets added to standard, so he's gonna go up here, of course. Toji, insane DPS monster for physical, same with Yuji. These two are just the best physical technique characters for raid, guys. And yeah, you guys already know how good they are. Yuji can give himself creep buff, and if you have the right setup and the right buffing with this guy can do crazy amount of damage, bro. He's a boss killer, guys. A single target, crazy DPS monster, bro. This guy is crazy. So definitely consider building Raid Yuji as well. He's an amazing character, guys. And you definitely gonna need a physical technique character for tower, and Toji and this Drip Yuji definitely gonna be the two you're gonna be using most of the time in physical technique towers, guys. And he's also really good for sweep as well. Okay, Nobara, once she gets the HP potential, she becomes crazy, guys. She's an amazing character, guys, and she's mainly used as a sub DPS, and she can put out some crazy amount of numbers, guys. And yeah, she's pretty good. You basically stack the nails and you just nuke with your start skill, and ultimate she could also do black flashes, which is pretty good, right? And I'm pretty sure she also has the zone status, right? So if I'm not mistaken, let's go to with the SP potential. They definitely gave her the zone state as well, which gives even more damage, right? Let's go right. So Nobara, let's go to the passive real quick. yeah, see, she has the zone outburst as well. That gives them more damage right here. So when Black Flash is performed, increase on juice status by 45 for 8 turns, which is insane. And increase on damage dealt by 25 for 8 turns. Yeah, and it recovers on curse energy by 15. So yeah, she's an amazing character, guys. So yeah, definitely if you have her, build her, okay? And she's also in the stand-up banner. There's a lot of amazing characters on stand-up banner, guys. Next up in raid, of course, Utah. I mean, he's an amazing character as well. You know, raid is actually pretty well when it comes to like damage dealers and like sustaining stuff. It's pretty good, man. They have the best support in the game, guys, and the best character in the game, period, right? Which is domain expansion Gojo. They have Mai. They also have Utah, which can do crazy amount of damage. Plus, he can also heal your team to sustain you and stuff like that. They have a crazy single target physical technique DPS monster right here. We got the AoE DPS monster right here, and another AoE DPS monster. Okay, so yeah, raid is actually pretty good, man. So yeah, definitely consider building these guys as well. And of course, Hanami. I mean, you know, she's an amazing sustain character. Her debuffs are crazy, guys. The only stages she might absolutely suck is, of course, if the bosses are immune to debuffs, but if they are not, she basically gonna save your entire team, guys. And she's an amazing character, guys. And so definitely build her up if you have her. And yeah, that is pretty much for the list. Of course, I have the 8-star characters. I mean, all these characters are definitely worth building. Even this panda, guys, you guys can't use this panda on physical stages because blue doesn't really have a crazy amount of physical technique characters, so you guys can't use this panda, and he actually does a pretty good job. So if you have him, definitely build him. Same with SR Monkey right here. Yeah, these two are actually really good, guys. And Shoko and all these guys, you guys probably already built them up by now, but they are definitely worth building, right? So that's why I have them here. And of course, they are all on standard banner. So yeah, standard banner got some crazy stuff, man. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about this. Now let's get to the actual tier list right here, and these are all the characters we do not have on global, guys. So we're gonna start from skip. I'm gonna put Maki in, you know, guys. These two, the only reason you're gonna summon on this banner, right, on these two banner, is if you desperately need physical technique DPS characters for tower stages, guys, because there's a lot of physical technique required stages in tower, and in those tower you basically can't use Sukuna or like someone like freaking what is the other blue character, man, like Gojo right here, or Geto, or Togia right here. You can't use those guys. They will be doing 0 damage basically, or Jogo even, right? So because all of them use curse technique. So if you need physical technique DPS, and these two are pretty good options for physical technique DPS character, but again, you have Yuji right here. But if you guys do not want to use Yuji, guys, then I would recommend getting Maki over, you know, because Maki is a little bit better in my opinion. You know, he can't put out a consistent amount of damage when it comes to like doing actual damage, but I feel like I personally prefer Maki's because she actually does pretty good damage. And yeah, so but free-to-play players, definitely skip these guys, okay? You guys do not want to use your cubes on this, okay? But if you guys are whales and dolphins, you guys can summon on these guys. But again, we have Yuji, guys, especially if you have +5 blue Yuji. You guys are chilling, guys. You guys do not need any other physical DPS character. You could also use them with Todo right here. These two can basically help you clear those stages, so these are not necessary, okay? These two right here, so I'll put them right here. And now green. Now we're gonna start with Muta. Muta, I'm put them on skip, okay? Muta value went down quite a bit once 1.5 honey was revealed and we were getting a Gojo, guys, because before Gojo he's actually must have, guys, because he was the best green DPS character. He's basically this Gojo, but he stays in the battle forever, right? So he's not gonna leave. And yeah, he can put out some crazy amount of numbers, guys. But now we got this guy, which is like the best green DPS, that his value just went down, guys, okay? So that's why I put him on skip, guys. He's an amazing DPS character, and I'm definitely going to summon for him. But for free-to-play players, I will definitely tell you guys to skip him because again we got Gojo right here, and of course on top of that we are also there's also this Yuji, which becomes crazy deepest monster, right? Once he gets the HP potential, he becomes insane, bro. So yeah, Green Yuji is another reason why Muta's value went down, guys. Green Yuji is broken, okay, absolutely broken, okay. And next up, Miwa, she's a skip. Like I'm not even gonna say anything about her. She freaking sucks, bro. Absolute garbage character. And for Gojo, okay, this might be a surprise, but I will actually put him here. The reason I'm putting him here is because of Green Yuji, guys, okay? And Green Yuji, that's how good this Yuji is right here, guys. You guys would be fine without Crack Joe right here, guys. You guys can use this guy, but one caveat is that if you guys do not have this guy +5, then Gojo gonna be messed up, okay? You guys need this guy to be +5 to do all those crazy tower floors, okay? For him to be able to clear up to like floor 80 and stuff, and even sweep, you definitely gonna need a +5 version of Yuji. Otherwise he's not gonna do that, okay? So if you guys do not have a +5 Yuji, then he gonna go up here, okay? He's a must-have character after, if not, okay? But if you guys have a +5 Yuji, then yeah, you guys will be fine, okay? So that's why I'm gonna put him here. Of course, Dolphin's Whale, definitely summon on this guy. He's an amazing character. And of course, if you have him, he could also clear a lot faster than Yuji, because this guy's damage is crazy. But again, Yuji can't do everything, and you guys do not need him. If you guys are free to play, you guys do not need this Gojo. Only a +5 Green Yuji, okay? Next up, I'm also gonna put this guy right here. He gonna be skip. He's a pretty good character for like mono raid, but his use is very minimal, guys. A lot of people would not be using this guy. Even in JP, guys, you don't see this guy being used that much, guys. He does have a pretty good like second skill, because it gives you like alt gauge. It also gives you like damage boost and stuff. I'll show you guys what I mean. Where's blue? Right here. Blue, not blue, raid, right? Raid Toge right here. His second skill is pretty good. It basically stuns the select enemy for 1 turn, which is pretty good. Increase the select enemy taijutsu and jujutsu damage received by 40%. So that's really good for like mono raid team. And of course it's only effective for raid type enemies. And if a powerful enemy is, of course, this is just his HP thing, and it also fills all ultimate gauge by 214, guys. So yeah, he does a pretty nice second skill, but you guys can use the R version of Toge right here to do that, so you guys do not need him, okay? And this guy's also raid, so you guys can use the R version. And yeah, they do similar things. Of course, this one would be a lot better, right? But yeah, you guys can use this guy if you need your ultimate faster, right? So yeah, that's why I'm gonna put him here. You could definitely skip him totally, guys. But if you guys are whales, definitely summon for him. He's pretty good, guys, okay? Next up, Mei. She is also gonna be a skip character. The reason I'm saying that is, again, we have so many options for DPS guys for raid. We got Yuji for single target, and we have Toji for AoE physical technique character, okay? And of course we also have this Novara right here. So all these guys, yeah, you guys do not need Mei, guys. She's a pretty good single target DPS character for like sweep specifically. She's not that good in tower because her damage is not that good, but for sweep she's pretty decent. And she also have, of course, a self buff similar to like Blue Gojo, but you guys definitely skip her, okay? If you guys are like a whales, you guys can summon on her. She's actually pretty good, but for free to play and dolphins, definitely skip her, okay? You guys do not need Mei. But if you guys like Mei, then definitely summon for her. She's pretty good. Again, if you like Mei, don't summon if you are free to play, okay? But only people who are like pay to win, okay? But free to play, definitely skip all these characters, okay? Free to play, skip all these characters, okay? Now, the last two are both gonna be must-have, guys, okay? This, dude, I don't know what's going on with Shokos, bro, but yo, Thumbs Up be creating the most cracked Shokos, bro. It's crazy. We got the best support for yellow, and it's the Shoko, and we also got the best support for green, and it's the Shoko, guys. And I swear, bro, I have a feeling we might get like a raid Shoko, who's also gonna be another base character, base support in the game, and we're also gonna get the blue version, guys. I feel like at this point, bro. Yeah, these two are absolutely broken support character, guys, and definitely must-have characters. Okay, so free to play, definitely summon for these guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Amazing support characters are must-have characters because they heal, they remove debuffs, and they also do other things. Okay, and yeah, amazing characters, and yeah, definitely summon for these guys. So yeah, free to play characters, aim to get these two. For dolphins and whales, get this guy, he's definitely a must-have. And then after that, yeah, all these are skip. And of course, this is a whole different thing where you guys, if you have these characters, consider building them up and maxing them out. Okay, when I say maxing them out, you don't need to go crazy and like max everything. You can just get them to grade 15, get the level 140, and you guys will be good. Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and yeah, bye bye, guys.